Hey everyone, so today I'm going to talk about my top 5 interview tips. And this can be for interviews, whether you're interviewing for colleges, for medical schools, for BSMD programs, or any other programs. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to prepare. I know some people might say like, "Oh, you can't prepare for an interview." Yes, you can. Make sure you go prepared, and preparation really starts, not like the day of or a day before, but you need to start preparing like a week before. I think a week before is just fine. You don't have to start preparing like a month before, but definitely give yourself a couple of days to be able to answer questions, kind of get comfortable and in the mindset. Um, and one thing that's helped me a lot is staying organized. So make a notebook and kind of have like the dates of your interviews and all that in there. And then also in your notebook, research the school and then write reasons why you like the school and just write, whether it's facts like, oh, they have this special program or these are their values. Write the important things about the school because then you can bring that up in your interview. And if you just go into the interview without knowing the school, they're going to think you're not interested at all. Why you? You're gonna get this question somehow in your interview. And this is something that you really need to think about too. Why are you a good fit for this school? And even vice versa, why is the school a good fit for you? If you're interviewing here, that means you're potentially really thinking about attending the school. So you need to know why would I like to come here, whether it's the environment, whether it's the community here, the resources, the opportunities. Like you need to have that answer before you walk into the interview. And again, this kind of goes hand in hand with number one, that if you research the school, you'll be able to figure out more about the things you like about the school, the opportunities you would like to take part in. Maybe they have a free clinic, maybe they have a research program or something, something like that. Practice, practice, practice. And the simplest thing that you can do, if you don't have a lot of time, is just Google frequently asked questions. You can Google questions for whether it's college questions, college interview questions, or medical school questions. And yeah, those questions are not going to be the ones exactly that you're going to get in your interview, but they will prepare you enough that once you get to your interview, you'll kind of have those things that you've already practiced in your mind and you can bring that up in your interview. And I highly recommend practicing with your family or your friends, or even by yourself. Um, I think I did by myself, and then also in college I actually would practice like with my family. But whatever is most comfortable for you, do that. And when you're by yourself, I highly recommend like recording yourself so that you can see like, okay, what is the tone, how am I talking, how fast am I talking. For me personally, I know that I can talk fast sometimes, and that's something that I'm trying to work on. But sometimes you might not know that, or you might be saying a lot of ums or having pauses and not realize that. So definitely practice. And then if you're practicing with family or friends, try to get feedback. I know even if you don't want to, let's say you're not comfortable practicing with people maybe you can just practice with your teacher or your counselor at school. They're always happy to help. Interview day. This is the most important day. It's like showtime. That's how I think of it. And you have to stay confident. I know you're going to be nervous. It is nerve-wracking. Once you get on campus or wherever location you're going to give the interview, you are inevitably going to get nervous and your heart's going to start racing. But you need to take a step back, and before you go in, just take a few deep breaths, stay confident, and recognize that because you got this interview, that means that they're interested in you and there's some reason they chose you to come for the interview today. And arriving early can really help bring some of those nerves down. Like let's imagine if you're running late, your hair's all messed up, you didn't get to eat breakfast, and you're running into your interview location. You'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, I'm so late, my alarm ran off, traffic. It's not going to look good on your interview day. And it's personally not going to be good for you either, because you're going to be kind of off your game, from the beginning. So the most important thing is make sure you have a good breakfast, you arrive early, and that'll also you'll realize help you with your energy and kind of motivation as well. And once you arrive for your interview day, let's say there are a lot of other people, students who are there, or let's say if you're interviewing in an office, there's some office staff there. Try to interact with people, network, be like, hello, I'm this is my name and I'm here for this interview. I'm really excited to be here. You know, ask them questions like, oh, like, why did you decide to work here? Or like, how long have you been here? And you know what this will do is, one, it'll help you network, and you know, potentially you might never know, like those people could be on the admissions board, or they might have some say. But this will also make you comfortable. It'll start get you talking and get your energy up on interview day. And then this is the actual like performance, is interview time. Just internally, first of all, you have to realize that you should be happy to be there, and you should express that as well. You know, you don't want to look like all nervous in your interview day. You want to smile. You want to be happy. Smiling, I would say, is like the number one thing on interviews, even though internally like you might not want to. Just smile, and it'll actually make you feel better too. And again, I talked about this before, don't let the nerves take over you. Just think of it like a conversation. You know, this is something that you really want, and don't let your nerves get in the way of it. Just pray, have an internal prayer, like, and just kind of go in with positive energy, and everything's gonna be okay. And be the real you. You know, you don't have to fake, you know, be someone you're not. But I'm just trying to tell you that don't be so nervous that it might ruin your interview. But again, stay true to yourself, and do what's best for you. And this is when you're actually in the interview. So you're going to want to talk slowly, talk loudly, and talk confidently. And you also want to make sure that you are paying attention in the interview. I know for me personally, like I zone out a lot when people are talking, which is not good. So in your interview, that needs to be your prime time when you're focused. You're listening to the actual question that they're asking, and then make sure that you give a confident and good response. You also want to make sure your responses have some depth to them. Like if they ask, why are you interested in our school? And if you just say like, oh, they have like a nice fountain, it's a good environment, I like the people here. If you just say that, that is not enough. You need to be more in depth, like, oh, like the quality of opportunities here, research, study abroad, I think I'd be a really good fit here, the community values really speak to me. Like you need to go in depth in your answers, so they know that you're really interested to be here. And this is the last thing. You want to thank the faculty after you have your interview, but even after interview day, if you just send a simple email to admissions, that thank you for having me. Not only is this courtesy, but you never might know, it might help you in the admissions process. So yeah, these are my top tips, guys. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and like and comment below. And if you would like, I can even make a video about some top questions that I would think are important for your interview day, and maybe I can kind of go through some potential answers. So just let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye.